What's up everyone, Ascendant Nomad here, back at you with another video, and this time I'm going to be talking about something a little bit more frivolous because it's regarding something that happened 3 weeks ago. Yes, I'm talking about the April update which affected sniper scopes. Now, I already did a sniper video 2 weeks ago, or was it 3? But I really wanted to see what kind of changes Bungie have made, what they said before the stream versus what actually happened, because I don't think the two lined up. If you browsed Reddit recently or went on the internet at all in general, I don't know why you would do that. You may be forgiven for thinking that snipers have been completely decimated. People were crying bloody murder. It was senseless violence out there, guys. There was blood on the CSS sheets. Unless the CSS sheets were made to look like there was blood. Luckily, I predicted that this might be a topic of interest for you guys, so I recorded a bunch of footage in April before the April update hit. However, I did not have the adequate amount of foresight to think about life and how busy it would become. So here's an April update video in the second week of May. Gonna pat myself on the back for that one. Yeah, that was a good job. So what I did is I took whatever snipers I had before the April update, and I went out and I tested all the scopes. This included the 3 scopes that Bungie said they would be directly affecting, and that's the Ambush, the Short Gaze, and the Long View SLR-10. I also decided to test out the snipers which have fixed scopes, such as the exotic sniper rifles and some of the rarer sniper rifles. So that would be the Black Spindle, the Hereafter, and the Still Piercer specifically. The first segment will be me looking directly at an inanimate object, putting the before and after changes side by side. This is to compare the changes in the zoom length before and after the update. It's pretty self-explanatory once you see it. The second segment will focus more on the scopes that are favored in the Crucible, and I'll be doing some target practice, or aiming practice rather, at some Vandals in the Cosmodrome. So I will be focusing mainly on the low zoom sniper scopes. The last part will focus specifically on the changes to the snapshot perk, which are slight, but they're quite significant. So without further ado, let's do this. You don't need me to talk through this, all right? I'm just gonna put on some nice music and let's get to work here. Surprised? I was. Initially, Bungie said only 3 scopes were going to be affected: ambush, short gaze, and SLR-10, the long view SLR-10. But it seems like they've altered that strategy to affect every low zoom scope in the game. The high zoom scopes like the Wildhawk and the Eagle Eye were relatively untouched. And you know what, if you're going to affect the sniper scopes, in my opinion, bring those in a little bit, because nobody uses them. They're too far forward in terms of their zoom length. But I guess you need a little bit of variety for PvE, right? Snapshot's difference is slight, but it's going to make quickscoping a nightmare alongside the zoom changes. For me personally, I like to be quite aggressive with my snipers, and with being aggressive with your sniper is the body shot primary routine, where you quickscope in, get a quick shot off, and then quickly switch to your primary and finish them off. But because of the zoom changes, because, you know, quickscoping, you don't quickscope as quickly as you used to, that's probably not going to be an option for me anymore. I'm going to have to start actually sniping like a good player. But as always, these are very, very minor changes. I'm sure in a couple of weeks we're going to get used to them and it'll be business as usual. At least now you have definitive proof of something you kind of always knew with the sniper scopes. I hope I've completely wasted your time for the beta, and from now here on in I'm going to be making some more fun projects in the hopes of going viral like all the cool cats. So stay tuned. Or better yet, subscribe. It's almost like you'll get your own personal email notification when there's a new video. Or better yet, stalk me on Twitter. You'll get to see how much I really like what Leicester City have done this year. Leicester. It's pronounced Leicester, not Leicester, you bloody Americans. It's not Worcestershire sauce either. Worcestershire. Repeat after me. Leicester. Leicester.